One of Us is Next, Chapter 11, Phoebe, Tuesday, March 3rd. Emma, the queen of punctuality, is late. I've been standing at our locker for 5 minutes after last bound. There's no sign of her. We're supposed to go to Owen's spelling bee together, presenting a united front so Mom can stay close about the fact that we're not speaking. But I'm starting to get the uneasy feeling that my sister has ditched me. 2 more minutes, I decide. Then I'll call it. I walk. I shift a few feet to my right and scan the hallway. Scan the hallway bulletin board while I wait. Be kind to the person who makes everybody feel like somebody, a rainbow letter poster tells me, except someone's crossed out somebody and written shit under it. Oh, babe, you high. You are nothing if not consistent. She'll learn most in a half term. Sorry, Monica Hill says breezily. She's in her basketball cheerleading uniform, her platinum hair pulled back with a purple and white ribbon. Checking out your ad? It's so nice that you and Emma are going into business together. We're not, I say curtly. I have no idea what she's talking about, but it doesn't matter. Monica is tight with Sean and Brandon, so her fake friendly act doesn't fool me. Besides, she's been trying to steal my best friend for weeks and succeeding. I guess considering Jules told her about the dare son of me. Monica's lips curl into a small smile. Your flyer says different. She reaches across me and taps my familiar pale blue sheet of paper that says Emma Watson Tutoring across the top. My sister puts them up all over the school with a phone number and a list of subjects: mathematics, chemistry, biology, Spanish. But this particular ad says more than that. In Sharpie, scrawl beneath Emma's neat printing. Threesome, special offer with Phoebe Watson. Contact us on Instagram. I swallow against the look in my throat and stare silently at my Instagram handle and across the bottom of the page. Payback from Brandon, I guess. For me throwing him out of my apartment last week. That asshole. There's no way I'm giving Monica the satisfaction of reaction, though. Whatever I do or say right now is going straight back to Brandon. Don't you have a game to go to? I ask, and then her hand reaches over my shoulder, catching the blue sheet by one corner, yanking it off the bulletin board. I turn to see Emma in her usual headband and Oxford shirt. Her face a smooth mask as she crumples it out in one palm. Excuse me, she says to a smirking Monica. You're trash. I mean, you're blocking the trash. Emma reaches around Monica to toss the paper ball into the recycling bin that tilts her head towards me, still perfectly calm. 2 hours late, I had a few questions for Mr. Bus after history. Ready to leave? Ready. I follow her long strides down the hallway, almost running to keep up. My mind is turning as we go. Does this mean Emma forgives me forever? Or at least doesn't hate me anymore? Thanks for that, I say, my voice low as we push through the doors leading to the parking lot. Emma slides me a sideways glance that's not friendly exactly, but not angry either. Some people take things too far, she says. There are limits. There have to be limits. The auditorium at Granger Middle School is exactly like I remember. Stuffy, overly bright, and smelling like musty fabric and pencil shaving. The front half of the room is filled with folding chairs, and I spot Mom waving energetically from the third row as soon as Emma and I enter. Heavy curtain is pulled across the stage, and a middle-aged woman in a baggy cardigan and knee-length skirt steps through it. We'll be starting in a few minutes, she calls, but nobody pays attention. Mom keeps waving until we're practically on top of her. Then pulls her bag and coat from the 2 seats beside her, shifting her knees to one side so we can get past her and take out our seats. Perfect timing, she says. My mother looks pretty today, her dark hair spilling around an autumn-toned scarf that makes her olive skin glow. The sight of it cheers me up because it reminds me of what my mother was like when I went to Granger Middle School. Always the best-dressed parent at every school event. Mom has a lot of natural style, but she hasn't made much of an effort since Dad died. Working on Ashton and Eli's wedding has definitely been good for her state of mind. She plucks away at Emma's sleeve and adds, I could use your help with a couple wedding tasks. Emma and Mom put their heads together and I surreptitiously take out my phone. Emma actually talked to me on the ride over, and I didn't spoil our fact of truth by checking Instagram. But now I need to know how much shit I'm getting. Notifications flood my screen as soon as I pull up the account. So, a lot. The last post was a work something that got 20 comments. Now it has more than 100. The first one. I read the first one. Yes, hi, sign me up for threesomes 101, please. I immediately click away. Welcome, families, to Granger Middle School's annual spelling bee. My heart is already thudding against my rib cage, and the loud voice booming through the microphone ratchets it up another notch. It's the same woman who spoke before, standing behind the lectern on one corner of the auditorium stage. 10 kids, no one included, are racing the line beside her. We may introduce the scholars who will be dazzling you up with their spelling powers. First up is our only 6th grader in the contest, Owen Lawton. I clap loudly until the principal moves on to the next kid, then I turn my attention to the phone. It's like I just yanked off a bandage and now I can't help but poke at the wound beneath. I set my Instagram account to private, which I obviously should have done a week ago. Scroll to my message requests. They're full of guys I don't know begging me to tutor them. One of them just puts a phone number. Does that ever work? Has any girl in the history of the world texted a stranger because he slid his digits into her DMs? About to hit decline and erase all of them from my account forever when a name at the bottom of the screen catches my eye. Derek Clubpepper 01. Hi, it's Derek. That's all I can see without opening the message. Ugh, what does Emma's ex want? We haven't spoken since the night in Jules' laundry room. We never exchanged numbers, obviously, or he wouldn't be going through Instagram now. If he's going to apologize for telling someone about us, I don't care. Too late. I decline it all again, but my curiosity gets the better of me. Hi, it's Derek. I was hoping we could talk sometime. Can you text me? Well, that raises more questions than it answers. I got my hand around my phone so it blocks the screen from Emma's line of sight and navigate to Derek's profile. He literally has no selfies. His entire Instagram feed is pictures of a food or his dog. Who does that? So it's not as if he's terrible looking, just sort of unmemorable. Emma coughs slightly and I take another look at her. I would rather chop my own arm off and beat myself senseless than talk to Derek Culpepper again. And I'm pretty sure Emma feels the same way. That leaves Derek the only person in our twisted triangle who's interested in reopening the channels of communication, and nobody cares about him. And now let's begin with our first word of the day. For Owen Lawton. Owen, can you spell bizarre for us, please? I look up just in time to catch Owen's eye as he grins. Gives me what I think is a pretty selfie thumbs up. I put my phone away and try to smile back. A couple of hours later, Mom is at Golden Ring's wedding planner meeting, and Emma and I are in our room. I'm stretched out on my bed with a textbook in my lap. Emma is at her desk with headphones on, her head bobbing silently to whatever music she's playing. We're not being social, exactly, but everything feels less tense than it did for a while. A knock sounds on our door and Owen pokes his head in. Hey, I say, sitting up. Congratulations again, Brainiac. Thanks, Owen says modestly as Emma pulls her headphones off. It wasn't really a contest, though. Nobody else in that school can spell. Alex Chandler is all showing, Emma points out. Owen looks so convinced. You'd think an 8th grader would know how to spell parallel, though. He perches on the edge of my bed and angles towards me. Phoebe, I forgot to tell you. His glasses were a mess this morning, so I pull them off and wipe the lenses with my t-shirt. His eyes look unfinished without them. You have to invite your friend over. Knox something. I have to... What? I blink in surprise as I hand his glasses back. He settles them unevenly at his nose. How do you know Knox? I'm at my Cafe Congo. He plays Bounty Wars, Owen says, like that's all the explanation I should require. Emma wrinkles her brow at me. You and Knox Myers are friends? We're friend adjacent, I said. She nods approvingly. He seems like a good guy. He is, I say, and turn back to Owen. Why do you want me to invite Knox over? So we can play Bounty Wars. We talked about it at Cafe Congo, Owen explains. And now all this is starting to make sense. My brother misreads social clues a lot. And Knox is probably just being nice, asking about Owen's favorite game while I waited for our food to be ready. I don't know Knox well, but he seems like the type of guy, sort of boy parents love because he's friendly to kids and old people, polite, clean cut, completely non-threatening. It confused me when I realized he and Mae were going out a while back because they made such an odd couple. She's a subtle kind of pretty that slides under the radar, but once you start noticing her, you wonder how you missed it. Maybe it's the eyes. I've never seen that dark honey color in anyone else. Or the way she sort of glides around Bayview High, like she's just passing through it. Or the way she sort of glides around Bayview High like she's just passing through and doesn't worry about the same kind of stuff the rest of us do. No wonder Luis Santos can't take his eyes off her. I can see together. They match. It's a shallow way to look at things, but it doesn't make it less true. Knox has potential, though. Add a few pounds and get a better haircut, amp up the confidence, and wham! Knox Myers could be a heartbreaker someday. Just not yet. Owen is still looking at me expectantly. Knox and I aren't really the kind of friends who go to each other's houses, I tell him. His lower lip just out in a pout. Why not? You let Brandon come over. My chest constricts with the memory of Brandon's slimy tongue trying to invade my mouth. That's not Brandon Weber? When I both jump as Emma's voice spikes an octave. That creep is in our apartment? Why? I don't answer, and her expression gradually morphs from horrified to thunders. Oh my god, is that who you've been hooking up with lately? Can we not right now? I say with a pointed glance towards Owen. But Emma's face has gone red and splotchy, which is always a bad sign. She takes her headphones from around her neck and stands up, stalking towards me like she's about to shove me across my bed and into the wall. I almost flinch before she stops a foot away, hands on her hips. Jesus Christ, Phoebe, you're such an idiot. Brandon Weber is a piece of shit who doesn't care about anyone except himself. You know that, right? I gape at her, hurt and confused. I thought we were finally getting past the Derek situation, and now she's mad at me about Brandon? Did she? Oh God, please no. Are you involved with Brandon too? I burst out. Emma's mouth drops open. Are you for real? I would never. Can you honestly think? No, of course you can't. That's the problem, isn't it? You don't think. You just do whatever you want. She goes back to her desk, piling her notebook on top of her laptop and hugging them both to her chest. I'm going to the library. I can't get anything done in this shithole. She leaves, slamming the door behind her. Owen stares after her. You guys ever gonna stop being mad at each other? He asks. I let my shoulders slump. Too tired to pretend I don't know what he's talking about. Eventually, probably. Owen kicks his legs back and forth so his sneakers scuff against the floor. Everything's ruined, isn't it? He asks. His voice is so low, barely audible. Our whole family. We have been since Dad died. Owen, no! I wrap my arm around his thin shoulders and pull him towards me, but he's so stiff that he just leans uncomfortably against my side. Everything in me aches as it hits me all of a sudden. How long has it been since I held my brother or my sister? Of course we're not ruined. We're fine. Emma and I are just going through a rough patch. Even as the words leave my mouth, I know they're too little. I know they're too little, too late. Should have been comforting Owen for the past 3 years, not just the past 3 minutes. Owen disentangles himself from my arm and gets to his feet. I'm not a little kid anymore, Phoebe. I know when you're lying. He opens the door and slips through, shutting it more quietly than I'm dead, but just as empathetically. I flip down my bed and stare at the clock on my wall. How's it only 7 o'clock? This day has been going on forever. A text tone chats from somewhere in the depths of my tangled comforter. I don't have the energy to sit up, so I just root around with one hand until I find my phone and drag it a few inches from my face. Unknown. No response from our latest player. That means you forfeit, Maeve Rojas. Now I get to reveal one of your secrets, and true about that style. My eyes go wide. Maeve didn't tell me she'd been picked, even though we've been hanging out at school lately. That girl is either seriously reserved or has avoidance issues. Maybe both. There's still nothing to worry about. Maeve isn't full of embarrassing secrets like me. I know will probably just rehash that old story about her puking in some basketball player's basement when she was a freshman. Maybe it'll be about her crush on Lewis. Although that's so glaringly obvious, it doesn't really qualify as a secret. Either way, I wish the text would have come through so I can stop obsessing over this game. And then it does. I know it's the latest piece of gossip filled my screen. I blink 5 or 6 times, but I still can't believe what I'm seeing. No way. Oh no. What? Oh hell no. Oh my god, what? Messages start pouring in so fast I can't keep up with them. I bolt upright and scramble to press Maeve's number, but she doesn't pick up. I'm not surprised. Right now, there's another call she better be making.